The last student stepped off the bus, and the doors shut behind them with a loud metallic click. Then the driver looked at me through the mirror and said, "Looks like it's just you and me now. Long ride ahead." My stomach dropped instantly. I walked toward the front and asked why he skipped my street. Without even looking at me, he calmly said there was road work near my neighborhood, and he had to take another route. Something about his voice felt wrong. I sat down again, trying to stay calm, but then he drove past the second turn that led to my house. "Hey, you missed it," I said louder this time. "Nothing." He just kept driving with his strange grin stretched across his face. I rushed up to the front again, demanding answers, but he finally said something that made my chest tight. "You're not going home today." He turned onto a road I'd never seen before. I grabbed my phone immediately, but there was no signal at all. The driver chuckled soft. "Phones don't work too well out here." Then he casually added, "Don't fret. Your dad won't realize you're missing until after work anyway." I froze. "How do you know where my dad worked?" His smile widened. "I know a lot about your family." Then he mentioned my little sister, Lily. Said she usually got picked up from daycare around 3:30. That's when real fear hit me. I yelled at him to stop talking about my sister and let me off the bus, but he only laughed. "She's adorable," he said. "Very trusting too." I tried reaching for the emergency handle near the window, but he grabbed my arm and shoved me back hard into the seat. "Sit down," he snapped coldly. "Don't make this difficult." The bus kept moving farther away from town while he talked like he'd known us forever. He mentioned the glow-in-the-dark stars that used to be on my bedroom ceiling at my mom's old apartment. My blood ran cold. I hadn't seen my mom in years. After the custody case, the court banned her from contacting us, but the driver said she never stopped watching us. He knew what food we ordered on weekends. He knew my dad's schedule. He even knew Lily slept every night hugging a pink bunny plush. This man had been spying on us for months. Then I noticed a gray car following the bus. The driver's window beside me was cracked slightly open, so I shoved my hand through it, waving desperately and screaming for help. The bus driver laughed again. "You really think she's here to save you?" I looked closer at the car behind us, and my heart nearly stopped. It was my mom. She smiled and waved at me like this was some happy family trip. Then I saw Lily sitting in the backseat, holding her stuffed bunny. They already had her. I started screaming, asking what was happening, but the driver calmly explained that my mom had spent years planning to take us back. "She's getting her kid tonight," he said, "no matter what anyone said." I asked where they were taking us. "Somewhere nobody will ever find you." Then he pulled out his phone and told someone they were almost at the meeting spot and could probably cross state lines before midnight. That's when I realized if I didn't act now, it would be too late. The bus slowed near a traffic light. I looked at the emergency exit in the back. This was my only chance. I sprinted down the aisle and slammed the red handle as hard as I could. Alarms exploded through the bus as the door swung open. I jumped. The pavement tore up my arm as I rolled across the road, but I forced myself back up and started running. Right then, a police cruiser pulled into the intersection. I screamed that my sister was in the car behind us and we were being kidnapped. Within seconds, the officer turned on his light and called for backup. Everything happened fast after that. Police cars surrounded both vehicles. Officers dragged my mom out of the sedan while she screamed that nobody was taking her children away again. Another officer carried Lily out of the backseat and brought her to me. I hugged her so tightly she complained I was crushing her. Then she looked up at me and quietly asked, "Why did mommy say we were going on vacation?" I swallowed hard and held her closer. "Because," I whispered, "the trip was never real."